Okay, viral video. As a content creator, this is very important. You see the viral video, Charlie watches the video, he learns from the video that Muslim men... Okay. Charlie watches the video and learns from the video that Muslim men are stealing the places of British war veterans in emergency accommodations. Man, bro. Okay, so what does Charlie do? In the video, they explain that the government is betraying white British people and we need to take back control of... The white people are the indigenous people of Britain, right? So, not necessarily all white people, but the white people are, in this context, they're the native and indigenous British people. And so now they're catering to people of other religions. They didn't say that this Muslim guy was... Did they say he was an immigrant? Or did they just say he was a Muslim? Okay, I can't remember. But okay, let's move forward here. Clearly, indigenous people first, bro. How should Charlie react? Scroll past the content, ignoring the message. Find out more about the topic online. Engage directly with the post. This seems unfair. This seems unfair. Charlie couldn't believe what they were seeing. Charlie immediately began typing comments and sharing the video with their friends and family, wondering what they could do to stop this. Now, the best option I think would have been the center one, but I've gone with this. And I forgot that Charlie was a kid, okay? So I went forward with the idea that Charlie is a kid and I should have chosen the middle option. And I just answered this as an adult, okay? So this would be different depending on the age of Charlie. As the likes, comments and shares came in, they felt they had performed a patriotic service by standing up for veterans and white people's rights. Good job, Charlie. Unfortunately, Charlie didn't realize that some of the groups they were engaging with online were actually illegal. Why are the groups illegal? So they can't share opinions about immigration? That's just crazy, man. Okay, let's see if I've got any comments here, Jakov. Immigrant, yeah, I suppose you are right, bro. If it's an immigrant, then clearly they have no business being catered to above British citizens. Must sort out citizens first. It's completely ridiculous what they do. Even in South Africa, it's unacceptable, bro. The way that they place immigrants above citizens. And the people are starting to be more transparent with this. I believe there was a politician in Spain that came out, and the politician was very clear that they want to replace the indigenous Spanish people with immigrants so that they can get the votes from the immigrants. So it is population and demographic replacement. It's no longer a conspiracy. Okay, moving get next. Charlie had been enjoying a family dinner at home when they received a notification from their friend. Okay, Charlie, what happened? Charlie's mom makes a comment about using phones at the dinner table, but Charlie checks it anyway. Nope. You don't disobey your mother. Amelia, Charlie's close friend, had made a video encouraging young people in Bridlington, Birmingham, to join political group that seeks to defend English rights. Okay. Amelia encourages Charlie to join a secret group on an app Charlie hasn't heard of before. Charlie isn't sure whether to join, explore further, or ignore. Okay, so my opinion here so far is Charlie lives in a fascist country, and if you want to overcome the fascists, you obviously have to join these little groups and stuff so that you can join like-minded people. What fascists want to do is isolate you, and then they can bully you into conforming. So you don't really want to do that. Now, fascism in this sense that I'm using now is more like the state bullying people into submitting to their will. So yeah, so it's not a just state. It's a fascist bully state. Some people would argue that fascism in and of itself isn't that bad, but I use it in the sense of bullying here, okay? How should Charlie react? Ignore the video, risk upsetting, ignore the video. Like the video to show you support your friend, but don't join the secret group. Share the video and join the secret group. They didn't say the mom banned him from like joining the group, right? Because if the parents said no, then it should be an automatic no if this is a child. Okay? Moving on, Charlie thought the video their friend posted was so funny, they couldn't believe how many likes Amelia's memes were getting. It was inspiring. Well done, Amelia. This Amelia chick is on ball, bro. She's on the ball. Yeah. Charlie joined a secret group on this new platform. Their phone wouldn't stop buzzing with messages of support and invitations to participate in several similar groups. Good, but Charlie shouldn't be using his phone at the dinner table, so I don't know why that's like not an option. Gia, good evening to you too. I'm just enjoying a lovely little game here. People told me to check this game out to see how I'd score. Moving on. So far things don't look too good though. Charlie's mom was not so pleased and grew suspicious of all the new activity their child seemed to be involved in. It's very important for a child to submit to their parents. Their parents are the authority over them. So if Charlie's mom said no, it would be a no, but that wasn't an option. Okay. Charlie was seeing their dad at the weekend. What do you mean the mom and dad aren't together? Charlie was seeing their dad at the weekend. He lives in Hull, so their weekends look very different to their weekdays in East Riding. So his mom and his dad aren't together. That's just bloody sad, man. Okay, moving on. Charlie's friend Amelia immediately looked interested and told them about a protest she wished she could go to herself, but was not allowed. Who's not allowing Amelia to do this? Amelia spoke of a gathering that had been organized by a small political group. They would come together and protest the changes that Britain has been through in the past few years and the erosion of British values. Again, I don't mean to sound like a broken record. If it's the dad and the mom that's banning them from doing this, then yes, they shouldn't be doing it as kids. They should wait until they're adults and are living under their own roof, and then they should be doing these things. Amelia talked about the banners and the pickets that her friends had made for the event and expressed a real regret that she could not go. Begged Charlie to go in a place. Okay, so Charlie's parents, in this instance, they're not banning him from going, but it looks like Amelia's parents told her she can't go. Charlie has nothing to do the weekend, and the protest sounded like an interesting thing to take part in. Yeah, totally agree, Charlie. You're going to this protest, bruv. Decline offer, tell your friends you watch from the sidelines. Agree to join based on what you've been hearing. Yeah, we're going to join the protest. No worries. Charlie decided this would be a good use of their time, considering all the things they had seen and heard over the last few weeks. Yes, this is good, Charlie. You're being proactive. It would be good to express their feelings about it with like-minded individuals. Fully agree, Charlie. They went home. He went home and made a banner to take with him to the protest. Okay. Good job, Charlie. Charlie arrived at the protest and was swept up by the atmosphere. It was great to see so many people there. Awesome, Charlie. We need to free Britain. Everything was going well until Charlie almost became involved in a fight by accident. Wow, okay, so they're going after the people at the protest. This is clearly not a Black Lives Matter protest, right? This is clearly a English nationalist protest that's going on. Moving to the next one. The police saw they were part of a group and took their details. Yeah, the police can't really just demand your details unless you're doing something illegal, to my knowledge. I don't know what the law is in Britain, but it's very weird. Yeah, totally based, yeah. Charlie's current situation. I hope his parents reconcile too. This isn't a travesty, bruv. It's a travesty. Clearly, we can see how people from broken homes go astray. So this game is teaching us lessons, very, very good lessons here so far. People's parents should stay together. Now moving back to Charlie over, the police saw they were part of a group and took their details. This doesn't sound legal to me. Charlie was frightened by this, not knowing if their parents would be informed. Oh no, Charlie, you didn't tell your dad that you love your country? Oh man, that's bad. Moving on to the next scenarios. Charlie thought about all the difficult choices they had needed to make in the last few weeks. Now, it doesn't actually sound difficult to me. My experience growing up in school and going through all of that in South Africa, I was worried if people were going to stab me, right? And I've been stabbed a few times before. That's just how it goes in South African schools, okay? You grow up in an impoverished place, that's the biggest concern you have. Or the gangsters jump you after school while you're at a game center or an arcade place, whatever you guys call it in the West. That was the biggest concerns I had. And often the gangsters would come onto the school field, they would like bully the kids, and that's the type of stuff that we'd experience. This doesn't sound like a major thing to me. Some of the choices had led to changes in friendship, and Charlie was feeling low, as he wasn't sure if he had made the right decision. The teacher had noticed this and decided to reach out. The teacher sat with him and talked openly and frankly about the ideology that Charlie had discovered. "Charlie, you need to report them, Charlie." The teacher reassured that Charlie had made the right decisions. Charlie realized that if he had chosen to engage with these harmful ideas, the consequences would have been very different. "No, Charlie, you can't give up. Can't give up, bruv." What if Charlie had made more harmful choices? Continue on. Charlie accepted that he may need support. Charlie's teacher made a prevent referral, and they were able to provide tailored support for Charlie. "Charlie, you must conform to my beliefs. Okay, Charlie?" "Okay, Teacher Karen." Moving on, he began a workshop that helped him learn how to engage positively with ideology and the difference between right and wrong in expressing political beliefs. Who's dictating this right and wrong, right? Who's dictating here? Charlie received counseling to help him process other events in their life, and he felt much better for it. Very sad, Charlie. They literally sent you to a re-education camp here. Congratulations on completing all the scenarios. Let's explore the consequences of your carrot's choices and see what lies ahead. Okay. It was decided that Charlie was at borderline risk of radicalization, given the proximity to it. Okay. Charlie engaged in various activities through prevent, such as family counseling sessions, again re-education sessions, which helped address some of the issues. Let's hope they can actually have some counseling sessions where the mom and dad get back together. At the heart of being influenced by harmful ideologies, he started taking up new skills and hobbies and made new friends. Good, you need to spread the message to all your friends. They need to stand up for their country. Moving to the next one. He also started receiving extra support at college to ensure he had someone to talk openly about his ideological thoughts. You need to rat out the people, Charlie. You need to rat them out and turn on them. That's what they said to him. The prevent process. Okay, moving on. What is prevent? What is re-education? Prevent is a referral program operated by the Home Office in partnership with local services. It was set up in 2003 as part of a legislation responding to the 9/11 terror attack in the US. So basically, it's a mind control operation. If you have the wrong opinions about a certain group that was behind 9/11, then obviously you need to be re-educated. And that's what it looks like to me. Prevent works on the basis that the program seeks to identify cases of extremism before any violent acts are committed, and it does so by addressing difficulties vulnerable individuals may be experiencing and helping them. Why is prevent important? Prevent is an important part of the UK's counter-terrorism strategy because it seeks to tackle extremist behavior as it emerges instead of after an act. So here's the problem, right? You notice who the people are that's problematic in the story. It's not the terrorists attacking the people. It's the people that have the wrong opinion. Okay? It's so wild. Look who they make the bad guy. Jeez, is this like Star Wars or something? It acknowledges its underlying issues. Who does prevent support? Okay? They call it support. Though it is rare, prevent understands that an ideology has the potential to harm others if the right conditions are met. Prevent does not target any specific demographic, community, or ideology, and the support they offer is available to anyone who may be motivated by an ideology to behave in an extreme manner. This means that anyone could be referred to Prevent to receive their support. Well, clearly it just seems like it's the white people that's being targeted here. What is the process and how does Prevent work? Prevent will only come into contact with someone if they received a referral either from their direct or from someone who has concerns. So someone must rat you out. Referrals can come from a variety of places. Anyone can rat you out, such as parents, the family members of friends, teachers, and health or social workers. Anyone can make a referral if they have concerns about radicalization. The referral asks the person filing the form to include details about the individual's behavior, beliefs, and other contextual factors that might make them vulnerable. Rat them out, guys. Rat them out. A panel is going to review you, and if the person is at risk or not, and what kind of support would be most appropriate. So locking you up in a cell all alone with a straitjacket, that could be one of the options. Most referrals are not followed up by Prevent. On the occasion where Prevent does take a referral, the information is passed to the channel. Jeez. Channels are specialists applying support specific radicalization ideologies. They work with individuals to reduce the risk of harm to that person and wider society. Yeah, this is re-education, man. It's so wild that they think that this is perfectly okay. So the person that they show you in the beginning, you have a choice between two white people. One of the white people that you can choose between is clearly not straight. And man, it's so wild. Receiving support from Prevent or Channel does not appear on a criminal record. Any involvement is always confidential and voluntary. Wow. Involvement with Prevent seeks to lead people away from behaviors that are against the law before... See, they're giving you a threat of law. They're trying to threaten you. If you don't conform, we're going to punish you with a law. Or arrest a person sentence may arise from extreme behavior. Jeez. What happened to Britain, bro?